Hey guys, welcome everybody to day 28 of the trading marathon here on this channel. My name is Daniel, and in today's video we're getting some chart practice in about the Elliott wave ending diagonal pattern. In the same way as we did in yesterday's video, we're going to start on a graphic that I've prepared for you for this specific purpose. And as you can see, it's just a refreshing knowledge since we have discussed this pattern already a couple days earlier. But well, this is really just for you to recap this Elliott wave pattern. It's a type of impulsive pattern, okay, and it happens only in wave 5 and wave C. So in the endings of specific waves, it can happen in the ending of an impulse as a wave 5 or in the ending of a correction as a wave C. In any case, an ending diagonal has 5 waves. That's why it's in the category of the impulsive wave patterns, and you need to understand that there is an overlap in between the wave 1 and 4, which makes it look like the strength is getting out of the rise or downfall, whatever it's in whichever direction it is going to. So if we're seeing an ending diagonal to the upside, usually we're starting with a big wave 1, then a smaller 3 and a very small 5, which is signalizing that the strength is going out of this upwards movement. And usually we're seeing in the same moments a bearish divergence on the RSI. So that's something you could check if you are about to track an ending diagonal. And there are actually 2 types of ending diagonals. One of them consists out of 5 corrective moves. So we are seeing correction, 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 correction in 5 waves. The other type of ending diagonal is the, I would say, usual way, where it goes as a 5-wave move in wave 1, a correction in wave 2, 5-wave move in wave 3, correction in wave 4, and 5-wave move in wave 5. I mean, that's really all about the ending diagonal in theory. Let me just check the graph. Well, I mean, there are some converging trend lines always in an ending diagonal, either to the upside or the downside, depending on in which direction this pattern is going. And it looks like a rising wedge or a falling wedge, and we need to look for those kind of patterns at the endings of the movements. So let's check out the Ethereum, let's say 2-hour time frame. Maybe we will find an ending diagonal. Well, one could argue that this has been one. One could argue that this has been one. Okay. You see, we went up in 3 waves. It was an A in a leading diagonal, then a B wave in a triangle. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. That's where I'm getting at. Yes. And then here we had the C. So, I mean, you could also classify this. Well, okay, at least the 5 within the 5. You see, look, here we had a leading diagonal, right? You had the leading diagonal in the A wave. I'm just making really the whole count for you so that you can understand what I'm really teaching you here. So that you see, like this has some kind of... All you need now is practice. I told you already all the rules, so you need to see me applying those on the chart so that you understand how you can find them, right? So this is really just you watch me doing this stuff and counting everything for you and explaining it to you why I even count some things like I count them, so that at some point in the future you will also be able to make it. There is no other way of learning. I mean, you can also not watch those videos and just start counting something on your own, but it will not be very successful probably. So that's why, please give me some more days. It's going until day 42, and I'm very sure that then at day 42 you will be able to make your own chart analysis, very detailed, very in an excellent way, you could say. Okay, but give me some more time to explain everything very properly to you and show it to you very properly how it's done, because it makes no sense if you just do it in a mediocre way. If we, for example, look at this 3-wave move, you can clearly see it's only possible to count it as a 3-wave move, and within this 3-wave move we had an A wave in a leading diagonal, then a 3-wave move in an A wave of the triangle, a 3-wave move in a B wave of the triangle, a 3-wave move in a C wave of a triangle, D wave, E wave. It was all correctively within the triangle. I make the triangle, let's say white now. We had already white. Man, we had already yellow. What? We need some new colors. Okay, this color. So we had an impulse, then a triangle as a sideways movement, as a B wave, okay? And then we had this 5-wave impulse to the upside as a C wave. And the C wave consists out of 5 waves, as we said, since it's an ending move, it ends the ABC. And in general, the C wave has been a normal impulse, 1, 2, a big 3, a 4, with no overlap between 1 and 4, and then a 5. But if we look at the 5 of this C wave, it also consists out of 5 waves, right? Since it's an ending move. And there we finally find our ending fucking diagonal. You can clearly see it's within a 5th wave, okay? Within a C wave, so it perfectly fits. We need a 5-wave move in the 5th wave, in the C wave, and then we get this overlap here in between wave 1 and 4, which clearly signals it's an ending diagonal. So at this point we already know, okay, at the next high it will complete the 5-wave move, it's an ending diagonal, the trend is shifting. Let's maybe check out the RSI at this point. RSI. You will find the bearish divergence that we discussed. Boom. Boom. You see? Lower highs on the RSI, higher highs on the chart, signaling weakness. Same time, a C wave is unfolding, same time, 5-wave move, same time, within the 5th wave you will find an ending diagonal. So all points clearly show you, now it will turn down. Boom. Okay, so that's actually a perfect example. I want to end today's practice session here with this example, since it's really beautiful. You won't find much more beautiful ones. That's actually really a textbook example, guys. And I hope you understood the concept, and I hope you understand that when you see a 3-wave move and this 3rd move is going in a wedge form, kind of like with converging trend lines, and the RSI pointing out weakness while rising prices, and it's a 5-wave move, and there are overlaps between 1 and 4. Yeah, well, probably, very likely, it's an ending diagonal, and the trend will reverse after the 5th high. Okay? So, I hope you liked that information, guys. I hope that was helpful. We see each other. Did I show you? I didn't show you my runs, guys. I want to give you a quick overview about all my runs in the last days and weeks. Boom. It's crazy how many kilometers. Well, I want to check. And then I want to tell you how many miles that are. Wait, let me check. Give me a second. Give me a fucking second. Bro, it was 611 kilometers. Only this month so far. And let's check 611 kilometers in miles. Well, it's 380 miles. I ran this month 380 miles. That's amazing, and we are not done, by far not done. And also after the 42 days where I'm running every single day a half marathon, afterwards I will continue. I will maybe even raise the kilometers. I will do some more crazy stuff. I will add some extra, because we're not done yet, guys. We're not done. With that being said, see you in tomorrow's video, and I'll be looking forward. Until then, stay hard. Ciao, ciao.